Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video and continuing the world tour for the Divine General team. It is now time to go into the Tempered Edge stages. Part 1 will cover the first 5, so Earth, Space, Light, Wind, and Water. 5 stages, 5 different enemies types, and one team that should have no trouble clearing any of these realistically. So let's just go in. Okay, so we do have an Earth character on the team. I don't know how overly useful it's going to be to have an Earth character on the team, but he certainly exists, right? So let's just go ahead and burn out these Gazel orbs, I guess, because they're not greens, and we kind of want greens here. Okay, damage. Okay, Raphael's stunned, not the biggest deal, but we don't have a lot of points, and green orbs are damage nerfed. Okay, how much is the nerf? It is 80%. Okay, let's see if we can just do this. So do another orb there. Excellent. All right, missed that stun, which is cool. Or was it a bind? I don't remember. But we didn't get more greens. And we can only convert 2. So let's, how long was this green nerf on? 2 more turns? All right, more orange orbs. The stage wants us to use oranges. This is not a good, okay, thank you for that. Okay, Raphael is stunned again. Really does not like Raphael. Or Blanc, realistically. Okay, well, let's get you out of here, Blanc, because you're not really doing anything for us. We do have to bring in Diablo so we can use the green buff to at least negate some of that nerf that they're putting on. And then we'll reset and use Gazel's second orb change. And this is not going to get us nearly close enough for an ult. I don't think, well, because we have Almizia, we're now getting 50% ult gauge from these 2 enemies. So, I mean, that will definitely get an ult for Gazel. So let's just go ahead and send it. Not for Raphael, though. I was kind of hoping we'd get a little bit more off that, but he only had 2 orbs? 2 orbs. 1, 2, okay, oh, counter. We can probably take out Benny Maru, right? So there's the 50% kicking in. Not enough to give ults to the other 2, but Gazel has one. I guess that's something. Let's make him useful. Let's use the resistances down. I generally don't like using this skill because it's kind of a throwaway. It's not very powerful. And I find more stacks of Raphael in a team where we're actually using his buff to be much more impactful. Ult damage is a lot more impactful, and the synergy power is a lot more impactful than the weakness resistance and the element down that we're doing over here. But let's go ahead and send these. We'll get some points back, and maybe Gazel can kill. Oh, look at that. He could kill. He contributed, guys. Free-to-play Gazel killed somebody. And, okay, thanks for that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and Gazel tanked that. Congratulations. A little bit extra ult gauge gave us the Raphael and Diablo ult with some points left over, and now we can use the synergy buff and another stack of Raphael, so that's now 2 or 3, somewhere around there. And I'm fairly confident that we're going to kill. Like, fairly confident. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Diablo is not, but Raphael with a single target should be able to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, not the cleanest run, but it's still a run, and no one's dead. And it wasn't really that difficult, because they just don't have a lot of HP back then. Alright, next is Milim. This is the original half anniversary, where the original hero came out, and we have brought her replacement. And she has a lot of orbs. Too bad that they want us to use a space team, and we certainly have space units to bring. So, let's just go ahead and do this. We'll do a stack of Raphael. We'll send these blue orbs to get us started with Almizia, and then we can start resetting. We're going to do a lot of damage here. Her defenses mean nothing that she's going to put up. Yeah, ooh, magic resistance. Yeah, no. Oh, she even guarded that one. Okay, well, what's the next hand look like? Oh yeah, you're going to die. Well, let's do Diablo. Green buff. Let's get him out of here. For Gazel. And then we'll use one orb change for him. Boom. And then we can reset. We can use some weakness resistance down with Blanc. That'll help us do more damage right now. And then we'll put the Enamor on, reset everything, do another Gazel orb change, another synergy buff, and that's all the points we have. And yeah, we'll just do this. And you're going to be very close to death. And we're going to get Blanc's ult next turn. We have enough points to nuke. And again, since this stage came out so long ago, it has absolutely zero defense against Synergy. Even if we didn't seal it, Synergy just was not a thing back then. So there's no way to counter it. So, do we do Synergy though? Or do we use a different buff? I think we use the space buff this time. So let's take Gazel out. Let's bring Dia. Let's get the hero in. Just so we can say that the hero got a hit in, so many years later. Or do we use the Pierce buff? Let's use the Pierce buff and the Rewind. That way we can definitely say that the hero contributed something in 2024 to this fight. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. One hit, 13k, and yeah, get fucked. Okay, moving on. Congratulations, hero. Alright, so the light stage. I feel like when the hero came out, we did this. And she did peanuts for damage, and I would expect the same thing to happen here. Unfortunately, she's up front, which means I can't do much about that. So we're gonna try and make this work, I guess. Try being the keyword. I'm gonna try and get her the ult. We only need the one ult bar, because it's not like she gets any extra damage. But I do want to get the job done using the hero in this fight, since she is technically an AoE light character. Technically meaning just barely. Okay, thank you. We can reset, we got a lot of points. We can triple orb change, so let's do one. Let's reset Elmesia. Or reset with Elmesia. We didn't do crap. Oh no, she healed, that's right. She heals herself. So boom, boom. 2 stacks for Raphael. We still have 4 Diablo orbs, which means we can actually bring in the hero, and next turn we're going to get her ult because of the 50% ult gauge we're going to get. That is like one good and bad thing about Elmesia, is that you can either get a lot of ult gauge willingly or unwillingly. She's going to give it to you, whether you like it or not. So that sounded really bad. We're getting a lot of ult gauge next turn. We're going to get her ult. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and knock down Shion's health a bit. 200 points means we can use 2 of the big time buffs. And it's going to be the Synergy and Pierce, because obviously the Dark and Space attack does not apply to the light hero. We could go 2 more turns if we really wanted to and use the Blanc buff, but I don't really see a necessity for that, so we're just not gonna do that. So we'll use the buffs that actually matter. So we'll do the Pierce, we'll do the Synergy, we can reset, we'll have a few points left over that will apply, so yeah, we can use 2 stacks of Raphael, and then if Shinsha happens to survive, we've got some extra orbs to take her out. One hero orb. Would that be enough with her guard and her defense? Probably. Probably being the keyword. We'll pray that it does, and if not, we'll just send the follow-up Raphael. And okay, cool, we're good. Yay! Efficiency, right? Alright, next up is the Wind 2.0 stage. I don't have any Wind characters, and our AoE units don't have very strong ults, so we're just going to try and single target nuke them down at the same time. And we're going to pray that we can get some orange orbs in here, or some green orbs in here. So we're going to send the oranges, and pray that next turn looks a little bit better so we can get our hands going. And that's, well, we're going to send some blue orbs now. I love single orb changes, don't you? Everyone loves these. Alright, we should get Elmesia because of the trait kicking in from the Blanc that's underneath Raphael. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Diablo green buff. I forgot to put a stack on, not that we were able to use anything else other than that. We have no Blanc orbs, though, which is quite unfortunate, so we'll just send her away. And we'll bring Gazel in. And we will orb change, and then we will reset, and we will do it again. And yeah, I wish we had a bit more orb changing ability on this team, but that's a whole entirely different story now, isn't it? Alright, so there's another stack. 180 points gives us a lot of stuff to do with it. He's losing quite a bit of health at a fast tick. To be fair, he doesn't have a lot of health, so even if we were to AoE ult, I'm fairly certain that if we had enough buffs on, we could just get the job done. Alright, look at the 3 blue orbs. Isn't that just hunky-dory? Alright, there's Enamor. Oh, look, the ults. Because we're getting 50%. Alright, green buff. Boom. I'm going to send Diablo away now. For the hero. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we will orb change. Boom. Reset with Elmesia. And then we'll do it again. And we'll use a couple stacks of Raphael. And then we'll bring Blanc in to 1, alt swap, and 2, take all these Gazel orbs so she can get an alt. And we can then double single target alt like I had originally planned on doing. So that's good now. We're going to get a bunch of points back, so you can come in for Gazel. Boom. I guess I could have used the rewind as well, but whatever. I think we're going to be fine. We'll send all these on Geld so they have equal amounts of HP. Again, not that it's really going to matter, because I'm fairly certain they're all going to die. Okay, we only have enough to use 2 buffs. Yeah. So, do they have any defense against anything? Well, no, they wouldn't, because we sealed with Elmesia. I guess synergy and alt for the most power? Because that's what we are stacking? Or maybe we'll do Pearson synergy. Yeah, let's do Pearson synergy. Hero! No, let's do space attack. Never mind hero. Sorry. I mean, we could still use it. Let's use the hero. We called her out. Let's use her, and we'll get another stack of synergy power in. Not that it matters, because now we're not synergy, but we do get the ult damage. And if this doesn't kill, I'll be quite sad. But I don't see any reason why we can't do like 150,000 damage, especially with 1 EX ult. Yeah, bye. 530, 436. Silly me. Let's move on. Alright, the last stage of the video against, well, Fire Shuna, technically Water Shuna. I want us to use a water team. We also don't have a water unit here, but I don't think it's going to really be an issue because she doesn't have that much health. And she does have crit and pierce resistance, which we're not critting with this team, but we are piercing. But Elmesia is going to say, hey, go fuck yourself to that. And we're not really going to have any issues. And we got a relatively okay starting hand where we only have Blanc orbs, essentially. So let's use the green buff just to get a little bit extra here off of these 2 greens. And we should be ready to go. The first turn, our front line gets nerfed, which is unfortunate, but also does not matter, because none of those units are damage dealers. And we are taking off chunks of health, actually, more than I thought we would. Okay, the blue orb's not really what I'm feeling. And I don't really feel like doing anything right here, so we're just going to do this, and we're going to send some blues. We do have to take Raphael out next turn to avoid... Well, we don't actually have to if we're going to nuke with Blanc. Okay, the greens are nerfed in this stage. How much are they nerfed by? Probably 80. I think that's standard. Yeah, 80%. So we're only going to get 50 of that back, unfortunately. Not a super huge deal. Can be a little annoying, though. So, let's do an orb change. Boom. Okay. And then we will reset with Elmesia. And yeah, no, actually we can't bring. Blanc in right now, unfortunately. Which is fine, because we're still getting stacks, which is one of the really big uses of this team, is that even units in the back are going to be able to receive some stacks. So it means that we don't have to bring characters up front and then send them away. We can just leave them there. And I guess we could take out Rimuru just for funsies. That way everyone just continues to be the same nerfed. Alright, we got 116 points back from that. Not great, because we're not getting the whole cap, but we're going to be able to do it. I'm fairly certain if we can get, 270 points, we could just straight up nuke her. So, well, right, yeah, Gazel is type of disadvantage, isn't he? Okay, that's a lot of blue orbs, and I don't really want to deal with that. But we got even more blue orbs coming in. Send them! Alright, green teams. Really working when we get green orbs. I guess we'll take Diablo out, because he's... Well... I guess we'll take Diablo out. Let's just use his green buff. And we'll bring Blanc in for Diablo, now that we've used that. She only has one orb, not a big deal, though. We'll bring Raphael in for the hero. We're not going to use her rewind, honestly. Like, there's no point. Let's use the alt swap. That way, that's a green, so we just need to do 3 converts here. So, let's do 1 at 55, because then it'll just bump it back up. Reset. We'll use more stacks of synergy with Raphael. This stage has no defense against synergy, which is good. Weakness resistance down means nothing, because none of us are water characters, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's just continue to stack. And depending on how many points we get, we should be able to kill her next turn with a couple ults. Or one ult, 203 points. Okay, not as much as I was hoping for. We need to orb change a little bit more to get some extra skill points there. I was hoping we could get enough to use 2 buffs, but not gonna work. And now we have a Gazel ult. Not even a Raphael ult. Okay. True Attribute Unbound. Not that it matters, because we're not type advantage. Shock Surprise. Alt swap. And we need to Gazel orb change 2 more times here. So let's do that. And then I think after this turn, we will be good to go. We just need to bring Diablo in for, I think, Raphael. I mean, we could bring him in for Blanc instead. I'd kind of like to get the EX ult, though, for Blanc. Let's just take Raphael out. It's not like we need extra stacks, right? We're not hurting that much for it. Okay, and then you go away. That pulls an orange in. Now we get an orb change again twice. So 1 and 2. And, okay, well, maybe we get enough points here. I don't actually know. Let's use the rewind. Let's do that now. We can alt rush. We'll get rid of the Gazel ult. And then we'll see. We got 237 points. So we actually don't have enough to full nuke there. Maybe if we didn't use a rewind, we would have. Well, now it's only 30 points. We wouldn't. So we're going to make it all back here. And now we have the EX ult. So we just need to have some kind of points. And 55, it's 80, 90. Okay, yeah. That'll be enough. Perfect. We can use 2 skills now. And kill her. Not that we needed to go through this whole rigmarole, but I wanted to. Alt damage. Yeah, let's do the Blanc and the Diablo buff now, and we'll get some extra stacks in with Raphael. This is so very unnecessary, by all means. Like, oh, we have enough to do... Wait, hold on. Am I terrible at math? Yeah, I am terrible at math. Well, goodbye. I never said I was good at math, okay? Yes, 90 plus 90 does not equal 270. Alright, goodbye. 1.6 million. Okay, well, there you go. There's the first part of Tempered Edge, complete with the Divine General team. Please excuse my stupidity. It's contagious. And we will come back for part 2 and part 3 of the Tempered Edge later on. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.